types of things.
You've had an amazing success story with Bridgewater. You started the company in your kitchen, I believe. 40 years ago, you built it into the most successful hedge fund in the world. When you started, how did you learn to invest? And how did your investment strategy change over time?
Well, I learned from my mistakes. In other words, my instinct is, you go there and you place a bet. I've had winners and I've had losers. And what I did, every time I made a mistake, they became painful mistakes, but with time, I realized that reflecting on those mistakes would give me gems. What I would do is I'd say, why did I make that mistake? And I would learn from that mistake. And I'd write down a rule. So what was helpful for me is I put that rule, I wrote these principles down. Those principles that I wrote down, I then put into algorithms, in other words, equations. And what I learned by being able to do that is if I took my decision criteria, those principles, and then I tested them back through time, I gained a perspective that was fantastic. I could test them in back 100 years. I could test them in different countries, and I would learn how those rules worked. And by putting all those rules together and then having these algorithms, the computer could replicate my thinking, but it could actually think better than I could, because what it would do is it could process more information, it could process it faster, and it could process it less emotionally. So it was like having a GPS that was next to me while I was also making my decisions, like you're driving in a car and you have both operating. And to have that next to me was invaluable. It would learn, I would learn, and together we built that.